Paul, and thank you all panels. It's been a remarkable morning, a really information-filled morning, and I'll say that as the 2026 action plan rolls out, I think that, and I imagine that the task force staff is already planning on this, but workshops on different pieces of this, because we've seen it, we've sort of heard about it at a very high level, and the presenters have done a remarkable job of being really concise about a lot. But I want to make sure that all of the hundreds of people that shaped this action plan and will help you implement it really can unpack all of the different pieces. So I hope that's definitely part of the program in 2026. I want to just turn it to anybody else for key takeaways before I bring us to closure. Jason.
Well, so part of the theme today was looking back and looking forward. And, there was a lot of information today, but part of what I was doing was going back 5 years, going back 10 years, and what those conversations were. And you go back and we were having conversations about, should we do this? And how could we do that? And the conversation today was more, what did we do and is it working and how do we advance that and move faster? And that's a big thing. I mean, because that goes back to that feeling overwhelmed and can we solve this problem that's fire that's impacting our communities, our water, our habitat, our economy? And the answer is yes, we can, but it's through technology, it's through data, it's through working together to figure it out. And it's also that workforce part. I mean, it's all of those components, and that NASA data that brings us really far, really fast. Because if you use data, if you use analytics and models, you can put everything that's in people's heads and get it done faster and get it done well. And so that just leaves me at the end of today going, I'm ready for the next 5 years. Let's do it. Let's find that path. Anyway, that's
here. Thank you. Don?
Yeah, I'm super inspired right now just from this future-facing last panel in particular. I always like to think about the positive things and the hope that we have in our communities, and I think that last panel really hit that. As I'm always advocating for getting more fire on the ground, I'm glad to see that the state lands are looking to do that, and then combining the abilities to see the landscape in a different way with the LiDAR is tremendous. The one thing that I want to highlight and partly why it inspires me is to call out that I brought a group of my students down here today as they're in Dead Week to come along, and so to see that they have future opportunities in this space as well is tremendous. And so if you're around and have a chance to say hi to them, please do. But the other side of it is also just thinking of the the good news of what we're moving forward. One thing I do want to call out, since this is kind of the end of what we're doing today, is also be aware that there's a Good Fire exhibit at the Oakland Museum, which is focused on cultural stewardship and the whole range of what that looks like, from true cultural fire to culturally informed burning. That runs through May, so if you're in Oakland, go check it out. Thanks.
Thank you. People liked your comment.
Yeah, I'll just jump in real quick. And I know everybody's real eager to go, so I'll be as brief as I can. First, I want the audience to know that in Madera County, we're going to finish cold commissioning of our biomass plant at the end of the month, which is a great step forward for us. That's, as I understand it, first of its kind in the state, if not the country, pyrolysis biomass facility. So very excited. And then back to the discussion today. We had some really good discussions around science and data and, why we're doing what we're doing. But I don't want to lose sight of the human element of why we're doing this, right? And that is, community protection. It's so we can sustain our forests for generations to come. In addition to that, I want to be sure that we don't lose sight of the other element in the room, which is, if we can reduce fires from starting, that's a huge win for us as well. So there's huge educational opportunity, I think, and I don't want the task force to lose sight of that, because I think if we can educate the public around, what it means to be fire wise, they're going to be more likely to invest in their homes and their properties. If we can educate our youth about being responsible with fire, again, we're going to reduce the numbers of fires that start, and that's a win for everybody. So I just want to make that statement. Thank you.
Yeah, excellent.
Sorry, I forgot one thing, and that was that just being so excited about that last panel was that it reminded me of being in Marin at the Marin conference and mentioning that we would potentially at Chico State have a new program. And I wanted to announce that last month we got approval to launch our wildland stewardship program. And so when we're thinking about the opportunities for our future, it's coming to Chico State soon. So thank you.
Thank you. I'll just close by saying it's a remarkable moment to reflect on 5 years of action and progress under the previous roadmap. And it is remarkable how much progress that we've made. And I think, and I hope everybody understands that that progress means more community protection, more landscape health. And I'm so gratified that we've developed the ways to measure that and share that publicly. Of course, though, this year started with the LA firestorm, and it's an important reminder that, we have to do more, and our work continues, and the challenges will continue to mount. So I'm really energized by this draft action plan and really where it sets us up for work in the next several years. I appreciated this conversation about hope in times that can feel discouraging. And my own take is from a scientist named Catherine Hayhoe, I should say, who talks about we maintain hope by taking action. And when people see us taking action, they have hope and they take action. So to me, as we end the year, in gratitude to everybody that's doing this work, I think there's real momentum that we continue to develop, which will only beget more momentum. So here's to our continued progress moving forward. Thank you very much, everybody, for participating, and we'll look forward to seeing you in March in Jamestown, Tuolumne County. Thank you.